Hello and welcome to the Trade Ideas Live Trading Room recap for Friday, June the 26th. My name is Barry Anderson. I'm the moderator of our room. This is the address to get into the room, and you can log in with your Facebook or your Twitter account. Well, I'm sorry to say, not very exciting again today. I mean, yesterday we had a little bit of excitement. Here's the new strategy that I was talking about. You'll notice no alerts today. Only had the one yesterday, tree. No alerts at all today. And I think I said yesterday in the video that that was a bit of the problem with it. It was only, I think, 59 alerts over 63 trading days, so less than one a day. So please don't ask me for it. I've had some requests for it. We're still testing it. I still have to test it. And again, if I'd had an alert today, I definitely would have posted it in the room real time. But as you can see, there was nothing. So with that being said, a very boring day. The only modestly exciting thing in the pre-market that we saw was Kerr. As far as, we always like to see if one of these little cheap bios can have a bit of a run. And Kerr, what did it do? It closed at 205, about 203 yesterday, and got as high as 250. I think that is just one second. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure this was the pre-market today and that wasn't in the post yesterday. But yes, this is the pre-market action. I don't know. The press release had some kind of a positive on a study they're doing. But as you can see, it basically kind of sold off in the pre-market. Got all the way down to, because what we're really trying to do, the ideal setup, and this is nothing new. I think if you've attended some of Ross's webinars, this is what he likes to do also. Takes a look at these ones, and here's the high in the pre-market, 250. Ideally, this would have just flagged gently. And then on the open, it would have popped above 250. You take the trade and you move, and hopefully it works out. In this case, you can see that it basically just really gave it all up almost. I mean, remember now, here's where we closed in the yesterday. So it almost gave it up before the market opened. Here's where the market opened. And I did decide to take a bit of a flyer on it, thinking, okay, here's where here's where the high of the pre-market was, 250. So maybe it would have some room, but it just didn't work out. I took the trade at 222, and I stopped myself out at 217. So nothing shaking there, and it's down to 209. So really nothing. Now the one that we're really focused on though in the pre-market was an earnings play, Micron. And you can see that I guess it had quite a bit of action actually in the post market. Obviously, it released earnings in the post market yesterday. Here's where it closed at about $24. Had a little pop up, and then the big sell off. So when we woke up this morning, this is what we saw. And so the big sell off. So this is obviously what we're looking for is a potential reversal play on it. I do like to play those ones. But you know what? It really didn't give us, I'm going to shrink this just a little bit, make it maybe a little, oops, go the other way. Or maybe, just one second. Yeah, just sort of reduce the watermark, the intensity of it so we could see this just a little bit better. But when I saw this action, I thought, if it breaks down through $20, now you see, look, it touched right there. You see on this candle right there, you see how the tail right there, it's just below 20, came back up, was holding here, and then when it broke 20 the second time, and I had mentioned in the room that I would probably take the trade if it broke down through 20, and as a short, of course, I took the trade right here at 1997, shorted it, got out some at sort of jumbled here at 1979, and I covered the balance at 1992. So again, nothing fantastic, but at least it's something on days where we're not getting a lot of follow through. But I wanted to keep watching this. You see it pop back up to 2014, and I was actually now thinking, okay, maybe now is the time to play the potential reversal on it. But you see how it just kept getting, the sellers would constantly take over. The buyers were bidding it up, bidding it up, bidding it up, and the sellers would just keep pushing it down, pushing it down. So watched it again as it broke down through $20, and I'd said in the room that if it could get below, I think the low right there is was 1977, and or 1978. The low of this candle was 1978. So if it got below there, I would take the short again. And that's what I did. Took the short right here at 1977. For I don't, yeah, I do have it marked here. I covered some at 1958, a little premature perhaps, and then as it started coming up again, I covered the balance at 1958, and it's really, I think it actually now, yeah, you see, it's really done nothing, just meandered around. So again, it didn't have the big catastrophic drop once it already had the big drop. Um, and so it gave us a little bit of a trade if you shorted it twice, and that's what I did. VIPS, another just again, I'm only showing you these because there's really not much more going on, guys. I'm really sorry, but can't trade ideas is great, but it can't manufacture the trades or keep the the trend going in a market that is just kind of dead right now. VIPS was a bounce play, 21.79. I saw it, and took the trade right here at 22. It was a little bit late, as I said in the room. I was very late because the alert was actually way down here, but I thought it was too close to the whole number anyway, so I wanted to see if it could get to the whole number. Took the trade at 22. Exited some at 22.17, and then the balance just above the whole number as it started coming down. Again, directionless. I mean, look, it's right back to 22. So I mean, very, very directionless. AGCO did not work out. AGCO came from, I believe it came from, this one that we're trying. I'm still kind of, testing it to see what sort of results I'm getting from it. Again, it's basically when it's above a Bollinger Band, a certain RSI, 5-minute consecutive candles are up. So this is what I saw. This is the pattern that it identified. Here are the candles up. This is the Bollinger Band right there. This line here, it's above the Bollinger Band, and the RSI was high. So, in theory, we're looking for something that may be overbought, and we're looking to short it. And I think the alert came in at 55.75. Actually, it came in early. It came in at 55, and then 55.75. I waited on it a bit. And so watch it right here and then basically took the short on this action here. Now, I like this one because you can see that it had a bit of room to go. I mean, 54.69 in theory, so we're talking about almost $1. And so that's why I really like this one. I love it when there's a bunch of candles in a row up without any sort of stair climbing. In other words, it didn't pause. It basically kept going straight up. So in theory, if it wants to, it could have the same sort of action coming down. But it didn't happen. I actually jokingly said I didn't want to scalp this. I took the trade. I shorted at 55. I'm sorry, I shorted at 55. 69 or 50, sorry, 55.59, and it got down to 55.48. I actually said maybe I should take this, and then it just here it just sold or got bought right up again, and I exited right here at 55.69. And it's very, very choppy, up down, up down, up down, and it would have been a nice, obviously a nice trade if you could have timed it to perhaps get it in here and ridden this, but I just didn't do it anymore. And then the last one, again, nothing terribly exciting. Just about probably going to get out of this one. And again, another bounce play, OLN 2767. But the market was going down at this point. But here's why I was alerted to it. All these candles are coming down, and took the trade right here. Now, at this point, the SPY was starting to move up a bit, and so that's the only reason I took this trade. Took the trade at 27.71. Exited some at 27.81. I believe that is right at the close of yesterday too, and it was having a really difficult time getting through the close. Actually, this might be the close, and so it was just having a tough time getting through the close, and tried a couple of times more, and I'm still in the trade for a little bit, and so we'll have to see, but I will exit the trade at my buy at 27.71 if it gets back down there. But let's see what the SPY is doing right now. Yeah, you see it. This is where I got into that trade. I think right here, Greece is still on the mind of everybody, and I think somebody, I don't know how official, if it was the prime minister, the president of Greece, said yes. They thought there was no reason why a deal couldn't be done on the weekend, so this might have popped it up. But we've heard that song and dance before. So the market. I guess. Look, if I were long, if I were long a bunch of stuff, and I was really thinking that Monday could be sort of a D-Day in terms of all this excuse me, with the Greek story, then I'd be really, really, I would not want to be holding anything over the weekend. So I think that's why, of course, everybody is a little bit nervous. So when you hear some potential positive news coming out, the SPY reacts to it. Now maybe reality setting, yeah, but what if it doesn't happen? So anyway, I just hope we get this behind us. It's really it's gone on for far too long in my opinion, of course. So I think that is it. There's another hour and a half left in the market. I may be able to find something. OLN again is just yeah, it's just sort of hanging in here, but doing nothing exciting. So we'll have to see what happens on that one. But I'll be back in the room in about 2 minutes and maybe make another trade. All right. Thank you very much for listening. I hope everybody has a great weekend and hope to see you.